Hi everybody, welcome to Quilters Cupboard. It's a video, a little tutorial that we have today on our portable design boards. I'm sure you've all seen these through Lori Holt. She has some. We just thought we would go over a few of the little tips and tricks that we have on making these at home. So, first thing you need is your foam core board. This has a little bit of a squish to it. So it's a great little board. They come in about a 20 by 30 inch piece. You can cut these down to various sizes. I have many that are just this size. Sometimes we go up to being a little bit bigger. It's really whatever you want. Sometimes you can tailor it really just for one project. So you need your board. You need some batting that is cut right to the shape, okay, and size. So that, and you need some binding. I'm going to talk a little bit about the binding. Often when we're binding a quilt, we have extra and leftover that we use. I keep a basket of that beside my sewing machine. So many of my boards have a multitude of colors that go around. And they might look a little bit funny, but it's the perfect size. So you take a 2.5 inch strip. And when you take this strip, you're going to fold it in half like so, okay? Just give it a little press. Then you're going to open it up, and then you're going to fold in half this way, so that way you've got it right down the center, and it's nice and even. Once you do that, we then take it to the machine, and we do a quick little zigzag. So I like to do the zigzag. I take the top starting point and I do turn in my seam so that we have a nice clean edge here. I don't worry about the other end too much. As long as one end has got it, that's really all that matters. So now that we've got those two things ready, we're going to take our board and our fleece, or the batting, whatever you have, really you can use. Take your glue gun, and I basically just put a little bit down at each of the corners, and we get it started. You don't need too much of it, because once you put the binding on, that really holds it all into place. So we're just going to put another dab here and here. Sorry, we've got lots of string here. Okay, now as you can see, you start usually never near a corner, always in the middle, pretty much just like with a quilt. Okay, so you don't have to worry. When I take this binding and I'm going to start to sew it down, I always suggest that you leave, I'm going to hold this up so you can see, leave a tail right here. Start your gluing around here. And the reason for that is once you get all the way back around, you want to tuck that raw edge in, and then you're able to cover it up nicely, and it's all neat and tidy. Okay? So, again, you just simply, you take your glue gun, and you're going to go just like so. Basically taking that zigzag, that stitching, right along the edge. And you're going to do this side. And just, you don't need a whole lot, because this stuff really does stick quite well. I'm going to bring this along. There we go. Okay. One more side. Okay. Again, like I say, I don't use a whole lot of glue. You don't really need to make it too crazy, because you are going to glue down this front and the back piece as well. And we're going to keep gluing just like this. There we go. Put this piece down like so. Okay. And now we're back to our starting point. I think as you can see, we're going to just take a little bit and give that a little bit of a trim. Just take our rotary cutter. Okay. And when you put down that raw edge, it'll be all covered up by that nice covered and folded in edge so that you don't have any raw spots hanging out and making a bit of a mess, which can happen. Pick this. There we go. And down. And I'm just going to hold this for a sec. Okay. So I think you pretty much get the idea. I'm going to just tack a little bit here. Then what you're going to do is flip this over, and you're going to start on this edge, just putting a little bit down. Again, you don't need a ton of glue because it certainly is, it sticks quite nicely. Glue guns are the greatest thing. So I'm just going to throw this down. Afterwards, you can trim off all of your little tags of glue that are sticking up. I like to miter my corners on here just because it looks nice. That's really the only reason. There's no special reason for it. I just do it because it looks pretty. Give this a little bit more. Okay. Glue gun's running out on us. And again, just going to miter this corner down. Like so. So a design board, and that's one thing I was going to talk a little bit about. The purpose and the beauty of a design board. Quite often when we're doing our piecing, and we've cut out and we've made everything all perfect at our cutting table, we go to take it over to our sewing table and we start to sew our block together, only to find out once we've done all of that work that we've got a half square triangle going the wrong way or something isn't shaped in the right way. The design board, the beauty of it is, cut out your blocks, all of the pieces that you're going to need, as I say, half square triangles, whatever it is that you're using. Put it together on your design board, the way it's supposed to look. You carry that to your sewing machine, you're not going to sew your block together incorrectly. That's honestly the biggest part of what's important with a design board. I have many, many of these around my sewing room for many of my projects. I use them all the time, and I think that they are a great addition to anybody's workroom. Very easy, very affordable, very economical. Okay, so we've got this just about all done, and I've got all these extra pieces, so I guess I'll be making up some more of these. Once you start, you've done the backing, you're then just going to bring your glue gun along here just to finish this one up so that you guys can see it all done. I'm sure you're okay with knowing how that's done. And we just give it a good tuck. And as I say, miter up those corners because we can and because it looks nice. Give it a shot of glue. Okay. And there you go. So you've all got extra binding in your sewing room, I'm sure. Save your basket and you can make yourself some of these great little boards. I think they're wonderful. You can even make some for some friends if you have some sewing friends if you like. Anyways, that's it. Thank you very much for watching the tutorial. Take care. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.